Hello, I'm Cleopatra Wallace, and this video is about Kori Gauthier. And Kori Gauthier was a very lovely young lady who was living in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, which is in St. John the Baptist Parish. Now, a little over a day ago, her body was discovered in the Mississippi River, and we're going to just see if we can't get a few answers into how it all happened. Now, thank you for joining us, holy angels, spirit guides, and ancestors. Well, who we are looking for is a very young, very beautiful, very talented young lady who was living in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and she was 18 years old. And we would like for you to see if you can get her energy starting from April the 5th and take us on to April the 7th. So we're going to leave the day that she actually went missing right in the middle. Alright, now Spirit, she was also in her vehicle when she went missing, or when she was last seen. Can you see her now, Spirit? Oh, Nosys wanted to come. Let's see what they say. Yes, I think we can see her. This High Priestess card here, it's I'm wanting to look at this lock, this padlock that's on there. You know, the High Priestess is very secretive, but I believe this will signify to me that Kori was very private, perhaps, as far as her dating life and her, you know, friends or besties, as you would call them. It seems like she didn't let those two worlds collide too much. But we're gonna clarify that. All right. So, also, which came out, these three all together in the beginning. We also have the Magician, who is, you know, all about ingenuity. I'm hearing self-starter, you know, or a little firecracker. But yeah, also I'm just keep hearing self-starter over and over, and you know, like a little feisty, like very high-spirited young girl. But also right here we have the devil, which came out. And the devil is usually about vices, as far as, you know, like drinking, gambling, or drugs. But the devil is also about relationships, I guess you can say, relationships that have gone sour, that may have some elements of, I don't want to say domestic violence, but I feel like some level of controlled atmosphere, like always having to report, you know, where you are, who you are with, what you explain why you're going there to see them. And see, I'm getting a very very tight and short leash, but also you know, it's an iron chain, ironclad. Like some sort of I'm hearing like a pinky promise, or promise, or maybe there was like even a promise ring or something at some point. Let's clarify this. Spirit, why is the devil here for Kori Gauthier at this time? Why is the devil here as far as her relationship is concerned? Was there some sort of a constriction in this relationship, or a controlling atmosphere? Clarify the devil for Kori at this time. Alright, so what came out is disorganization, and it's a negative card. No triangles at the top. But in this card, I'm not getting disorganization, like as in cluttered area. I'm getting disorganization as in almost like a I don't want to say like a prank, but misleading, like a way of misleading. Like if I was to if I was cross town and I would call you and be like, I need you to come get me from cross town, and then you get there and it's not me, it's something else. Yeah, it was something about the meeting was false. It wasn't. Let me see if I can get a little bit more on this. Spirit, why is this organization here on top of this devil card? Why is this organization here? What is this message confusion? Why is this organization here? Why is this organization here on top of the devil? Was there some sort of a catfishing situation, or a situation where somebody's account was hacked and was sending maybe messages from another? Also, I'm getting like something was a little off. Clarify the disorganization. Alright. What came out is the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles, it is, about teamwork, or the going 50-50 and the reaping and sowing and so forth. But something, what is this? The rabbit is holding like a crumpet, like a little treat or something. He's holding that up. And the way he's holding it is, you can look ever so carefully, he's just holding it just over her head. So it's like he's, someone's holding something over her head along with a confused message. Alright. So let's go back to the very first card, the High Priestess, and we're going to try to clarify her before we move into any of the questions. Spirit, why is the High Priestess here as far as her keeping her social life and her romantic life separate? Why was she keeping her social life and romantic life separate? Was there a reason, or was there a secret? Why is the High Priestess here for Kori at this time? I see the one. This is the one. Those ones almost knocked the little idol off. Alright. So the Hermit came out to clarify the High Priestess as a reason to keep them separate. And this particular Hermit has a egg, and I'm thinking of, eggs are very, very delicate. The way he's looking here, his jaw is hiding, like not hiding his face, but he's kind of peeking around, kind of shy like. This egg, is delicate as it is, and as shy as he is looking in this card, I'm thinking like her personal life and her romantic life were so radically different, even maybe. To where that's why they couldn't coincide together. When I say radically different, I mean like her friends might be, academic and all about, higher education and the arts and the music, and maybe, her romantic life could be having a BDSM sort of a twist to it. It's like that kind of a contrast. Not saying that was what was going on, but there was an element to the romantic life that the social life had, no ideal, I want to say. It could even be so much that the other person or the romantic partner was like of a different religion or something. It's something like that, like from two different worlds. You can't, it's delicate, like the egg is very delicate. These two worlds they don't really coincide. So I'm thinking that could be why the High Priestess is here with the secrets locked in here with the padlock. Alright. Now the Magician. Always very skilled person, the Magician. And not only does he have the ingenuity, but he also has the resources and the resources and the smarts to achieve, feats that other people couldn't normally achieve. I mean, after all, it's the Magician. So let's clarify him. Spirit, why is the Magician here for Kori at this time? Was she doing the impossible, or was someone in her life wanting to do the impossible? Why is the Magician here for Kori at this time? Alright. So we have the wise older man. And this is a positive card. And this is good. The Magician is here because it looks like, of course she is very talented and things of that nature, but she has a very strong male role model in her life that was helping her to achieve these things. And this person is most likely a family member. And we all do want to propel the young people in our family to do well. So that's good that even though she was standing on her own and able to do it and make the impossible happen, as far as having beauty and brains all at the same time, she also had a strong male role model in the back that was helping her. Alright, so let's get to a few of the questions. So the very first question, absolutely, the very first question that I have is, what was the argument about with her and the boyfriend? And I tried to find his name, but I just couldn't find it. It was not out there. So we're going to call him the boyfriend. Alright. Now, Spirit, on April the 6th in Baton Rouge, where the very lovely Kori Gauthier was, she was having a high-spirited conversation with a young man that she was romantically involved with. Now, Spirit, we're going to call him the boyfriend. Now, they were very familiar with each other meaning that they had been romantically involved for it. You know, this wasn't just a relationship that started last week. You know, it had been an ongoing relationship. Spirit, can you see him? Yes, this is the Tower, which is, you know, the big shakeup, the moment where it happens. So yes, Spirit can see him, and it looks like he was somewhere in the picture. We're about to clarify. Spirit, why would you give us the Tower for this boyfriend? Was he there the moment everything changed? Alright, let's see what came out. So to clarify the Tower, we have the Star, which is high hopes. It could mean, sometimes it means like a baby, or, you know, a baby is born, or pregnancy. But that's not what I'm getting in this. I'm feeling, when I look at this card, like she is his star. Yeah, and even though in this picture this woman could fill this jug up, she's not looking at it. So it's like feeling like he had resources, like he may have, you know, been charming or, you know, very nice looking in his own right. Like he could have went on, you know, lived his life, but instead he was very focused in on her indeed. Alright, so we have a big shakeup and a very focused young man. And now we have the Two of Coins. Now the Two of Coins is notoriously the juggling card, where, you know, the romantic rival. But one of these cans says beef and one of these cans say chicken. I don't know why that's relevant, but I'm just... And his eyes is on the beef one. But he's holding them both just the same. I see the way he's holding them in his hands are exactly the same. But his eyes is on this one. Kind of like the way his eyes is on the star in that card. So I'm starting to think this boyfriend had another girlfriend, but was still very possessive of her. But now that we know that Spirit can see him, we still haven't found out about the argument. Alright, Spirit, now that you can see this very possessive, very promiscuous young man, can you see the two of them in this high-spirited conversation that we were just discussing? The two of them should be in St. John the Baptist Parish on April the 6th of 2021. They're having a discussion. Their feelings are very emotional and, I don't want to say erratic, but we've all been 18, 19, and 20. Those arguments are everything at the moment. You know, if it doesn't go the way you want it to go, you know, you never know what's going to happen. So, we are all going to... Hey. Sorry, I dropped a few cards. Alright. Now, as I was saying, they are in St. John the Baptist Parish, and they are having a high-spirited argument. Can you see what this argument is about? What is this high-spirited argument that is ongoing between these two lovers on April the 6th? There it is. a hidden card. Alright, so we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Coins, and the Ten of Cups. Now this Ten of Cups card, for some reason I want to say roller skates or roller skate rink or something like that, or bowling rink. But this is card here, this Ten of Cups is like with friends, wanting to be with a group of friends. So the argument has something to do with, at one point, someone wanting to go be with their friends and the other person not wanting them to go. Now this Three of Coins card right here, this Three of Coins card right here is giving me the same energy that this organization message had. The false message that may have been sent from someone else's account, or just a weird message that caused her to react or act or move. I'm thinking the boyfriend was orchestrating that message in some kind of way. You know how like sometimes people can pretend to be somebody else, and like if they're sitting in the room with you and they're from like on another account or just doing something pretending to be somebody else, but they're actually with you, if you then react to leave to go, then I'm guessing that would really upset the person that you're currently physically with at this. It's some very confusing, like I want to say message or hoodoo crap going on, but it's about in this Wheel of Fortune card, I'm getting, the poker face. I don't know why Spirit is giving me this whole, like, picture in my head of people being in the room talking to somebody while pretending to be somebody else on a message, but then having the poker face by not reacting that you're actually the one. Let me clarify this. Spirit, why is the Three of Coins in the Wheel of Fortune here for the argument? Was this argument starting because of some sort of an online dating, or like a inbox or instant message or a private message? Why is the Wheel of Fortune here with the Three of Coins? So what came out is enjoying life, which is a positive, but we have deceitful woman possible, which is a negative. Now this enjoying life card is kind of the same thing as this Ten of Cups card. So I'm getting this. It's kind of like before when the family and romantic and such life and the dating life was all separate. It's like on one end you got your friends and you're enjoying your life, but on the very exact other end is a deceit possible in the Wheel of Fortune poker face, Three of Coins. So thinking the argument, if these are what the argument is about, then the argument had to be about she was wanting to go and enjoy her life and be with her friends and family, and this like Jekyll and Hyde type of person with these false masks and hacked accounts and stuff like that was not with it. They did not want her to go enjoy her life, because again, the relationship that they were in, it was not like your normal rosy type of relationship. Alright, but I'm not going to dig too deep down into the argument. Clearly the argument was about she wanted to go on about her way and he didn't want her to. Alright, so the next question is, was there a romantic rival? Alright, we're going to use this deck for that. Move these up over here. Alright, because there often are romantic rivals. I mean, when I was 18, I think I was dating like 4 people all at once. And that was in 1994-95. So in 2021, who knows what's going on. Spirit, can you tell us if there was a romantic rival who wanted Kori's attention? Was there a romantic rival? Spirit, were there more than one masculine energies vying for her attention? Spirit, can you see more than one suitor there, more than one boyfriend? This one. Alright, ooh, we do have a new... And this one just wanted to come, you see it? We'll look at it in a moment. Alright. But the one that came was the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is a new relationship, or a new couple of. Or it doesn't even have to be like a new couple of. It could be like a new passion. You know, for all we know, it could be a new puppy. But yes, there was a new couple of. Since we asked if it was a romantic rival, I'm going to say no, it wasn't a puppy. It was another person. And what else came is the Four of Cups. Now the Four of Cups is the blended pleasure to where you're not happy, or you know, you're not really sad either. You're just kind of indifferent. So it seems like even though there was a new romantic rival, it wasn't necessarily, you know, like he wasn't like the man of her dreams, just like a I'm hearing like a peer, a equal, possibly a classmate, somebody that maybe was into the same things that her friends and family was into, that could more mesh into her world and not have to be so delicately divided. But let's first clarify. We're going to clarify this. And to clarify this, we're going to use the movie tarot. Alright, now Spirit, you have shown us that there was a romantic rival. Somebody that she considered a peer, or someone who went to the same school as her, a equal. Can you clarify who this romantic new addition will be? Another Four of Cups. Are you kidding me? So now we have 2 Four of Cups, which will mean I'm getting this new romantic thing was not only a peer in college. I'm getting the idea that he had been a peer for a long time. We got 2 Four of Cups. So this would be somebody, like, even though they were just offering their couple of, it seems like this is somebody that she had known before, before now, as far as maybe all the way even back, I'm saying hearing all the way back to middle school maybe. So we have a romantic rival that has been knowing her for a very long time that she wasn't really happy or sad about. That kind of sound a little stalkerish. Let's dig into this. Spirit, clarify this Four of Cups and this long time friendship / friendship. Clarify this Ace of Cups that's been there for a long time. You can clarify this Ace of Cups for Kori. Why does she have this here for this romantic interest? Why are they just now expressing this interest to her? Or why is she just now acknowledging it? Clarify the Ace of Cups and the Four of Cups for Kori. Why is it here? Is this someone that had been trying to get her attention for a while and she just finally gave in? Or did she even... Ooh, I've seen it. Alright, so what we have here is impractical. And impractical is, you know, when something just it's not feasible, it just won't work. And I'm starting to get the I wasn't expecting these type of vibes at all. I'm starting to get the impression that this Four of Cups person that has been lingering in the background with the Ace of Cups, that also got the impractical. I'm starting to think that she may not have all the way been aware that this person was there, because this isn't really unrequited love that I'm getting from this card. What I'm getting from this card is it's just completely cannot be together. Okay, now I'm starting to get, they're starting to, because I was like, what do you mean this cannot be together? This is someone that was dating someone that she knew. And you know how you can't really date your friends' friends, and you know, that whole area. So this here was like a, this is getting interesting. This here was like a couple of offer from someone that she had been knowing a long time, but kind of a person that was kind of off limits. So like an off limits person, if that makes any type of sense. Alright, that question went down a long road. Alright, let's see. What's next? Alright, so the next question is this a crime of opportunity? Because there are just, sometimes there are bad people out there, and if they just so happen to come, you know, across a unsuspecting innocent person, you never know where their mind to take them. So we're going to ask this question. Now, Spirit, as you are seeing her on this day, after the argument with the boyfriend about wanting to be with her friends and family, she's now in her car. She's in her car driving. It's April the 6th. She's in Baton Rouge in St. John the Baptist Parish. She's in her car driving. She's coming to a bridge. Then she turns around. She comes back again. Spirit, do you see her in the car? Can you see her there in her car? Alright. The Magician. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is the same person that came out in the beginning. The Magician. You know, the making things happen, very talented, but being supported by, you know, the male relative. So this is the same Magician again. So she's there in her car And as spirit will signify, she's in her same spirits, in her same mood in her head. She's not upset while she's in the car. She's being her normal, witty, talented magician self. Alright, so we see her in the car being herself, being alone. Alright, Spirit. So now that we see her in her car, something begins to happen. As this something begins to happen, her door opens. Alright. When the door opens, we have the Knight of Cups. And as you can see, he has the mask on. Now this here, this Knight of Cups, now in my mind I'm hearing that they were asking, that I asked like a few minutes ago, was this a crime of opportunity? So I'm hearing yes. Like when this card came out, they signified to me that this is the opportunist. He is an interesting character. Has a very light little mustache to make me look at his mustache. Like a real light mustache. Like it's not been shaved a lot. Like it's just starting to grow in. And he's athletic. Very thin framed person. I want to say when a person's real skinny and you can see like their knees are big. He's like skinny like that to where his knees poke out. Like I was saying, he's an opportunist. And this guy in this movie, the Princess Bride, the guy that would say whatever you wish, was very, very charming fellow. So when the door opened, he was there. Now, Cups is water energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Capricorn. But this opportunist guy, in my mind, I'm asking if this is, the friend of the friend that's supposed to be off limits. But they're saying no. Wow. I'm going to know more about him. Let's see. Let's use this deck. Spirit, can you clarify the skinny opportunist Knight of Cups that was there when the door opened? Did he cause the door to come open or entice her to open it herself? Spirit, why was he there when the door opened? Did he open her door? Alright, 3 cards came out. So we had the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords is very, feisty, like little firecracker. So we had a Queen of Swords and the 6 of Wands, which is winning around. Like if you're playing a board game, you win all around the board. One time you successfully won a round. So we had a Queen of Wands in a successful round with the 8 of Coins. Now the 8 of Coins is someone stashing something away or like growing their savings. But what I'm getting is, I want to say this guy was there when the door opened, but he enticed her to open it herself. She opened the door herself. Yeah, she opened the door. She opened the door. Alright. After the door was open. I'm going to clarify these. I'm going to get another, we'll use this deck here. Spirit, can you clarify the Six of Wands and the Eight of Coins? Clarify the Six of Wands and the Eight of Coins. Can you give us a little more light on to what happened after the door opened? Can you clarify the Eight of Coins and the Six of Wands as far as what happened after her door was opened? This one. Alright. So was there, this came out, the sun. And the sun is one of the brightest, you know, the cards in the deck. And what I'm getting from this is she opened the door herself, and even though it seems like this opportunist was here, and he was there, the opportunist was there, but in my mind I was thinking that she didn't know him. But now after the door opened, for the sun to be there, it's giving me the feeling of, you know, when you recognize somebody and you're like, oh, it's you. So you go from being in trouble to realizing, oh, you know the person, like everything's okay. So she opened the door. That could be why she opened the door, because she knew who it was. She recognized him. But he was there. This was a person, was an opportunist. That could be what this Four of Cups over here was about. Is like somebody that had been knowing her, seeing her for a long time, and maybe he was not a friend of a friend of a friend, but could be like in her peer group, as far as just like a stalker person that has been knowing her for a long time. And even though in her mind it's, you know, somebody she knows, he doesn't think like, oh, this person's been watching me from waiting for just the right moment. But that's kind of what I'm feeling like. It was like just right. And of course she wanted nothing to do with him romantically. Alright, let's see what the next question is. Right. Alright, so since we are down, we are at 43 minutes. The next question will be the last question, otherwise known as the loaded question. A question that sometimes could trigger depending on, you know, what the answer is. So the next question, the last question, the loaded question will be, was there a preventative measure that could have been taken, or was there a sign that was missed? Was there some way this could have been stopped, avoided, or missed? Spirit, were there signs in Kori's life that something was wrong? Was there a preventative measure? Was there any type of marks, scars, or uncharacteristic behavior that could have been noticed and recognized that could have stopped this from happening? Was there preventative measures that were not taken? Spirit, what could have stopped this, or what could have saved her? Oh, where did these two cards come from? But this is the one that came out. Now, the Page of Cups is, of course, it's a couple of two. But the Page of Cups is fun. It's lighthearted. just lighthearted fun. This Page of Cups guy is it's so crazy. I'm feeling like this Page of Cups guy is the is the actual boyfriend. You know, even though their relationship may have been a bit off color, I'm getting, you know, if they had just, you know, maybe just kept doing their off-colored thing, whatever that was, that could have prevented it. You know, just had to work through the argument, perhaps. What also came out, or was just so happened to be laying here when I turned back around, is the King of Wands is here, which is, I'm getting from this is the same energy of the wise older man. And this is the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But the King of Wands is very resourceful, very witty, you know, knows a lot about a lot of things. So I'm getting the instance with this card is sometimes you don't want to pry too much into young people's lives and be like, you know, don't be so caught up into this relationship because this is just like a passing thing. It's a phase. You have many relationships. Sometimes you don't want to pry into the young lives, you know, or especially not the love lives of your young family members. So I'm getting maybe if, you know, there had been a conversation to not take these relationships so seriously, or not even so much as take them so seriously, just to even say you don't always have to be in a relationship. It's okay to be single too. Alright. And the other last two that we have as preventative measures is the Six of Swords in the World. So, the Six of Swords is like sanctuary. So, you know, they go in after a hard day or, you know, scavenging or whatever they do in Omega Land. They go down this chute into where, you know, they're all safe, they're all contained, they have everything they need. So this is sanctuary, or, you know, home. But, you know, you can't say if you had kept your child indoors, nothing bad would ever happen. Because, you know, that's not a guarantee either. I'm actually getting a little bit of the reverse. This sanctuary is giving me the feeling that she was maybe a bit too sheltered. In a sense of, even myself as a young woman, I had to learn just because you recognize a person doesn't mean they're a friendly person. I mean, we all recognize, you know, what murderers look like when they have them do their perp walk on TV. So this Six of Swords, this sanctuary card is giving me the feeling that she may have been a little, as they would say, wet behind the ears as far as your dealings with young men. I'm here, you know, they're saying the old saying, never trust a husband too far or a bachelor too close. And the last card is the World, the completion. In this card, I was wondering, like, what? This is not someone's life is not complete because of this. That's happening. Like, what are you talking about? The completion card. But then they're making me look in their hand. Look what's in their hand. A gun. I know we're trying to do more. We want better gun laws and all of that. But this came out in a preventative measure. Maybe it was just time for her to have some sort of a weapon. Alright. My name again is Cleopatra Wallace, and if you found this video interesting, you can give it a thumbs up or you can subscribe to my channel. because who knows what's going to happen next.